My final topic of the day, my Malkin's Moments, my favorite segment of every show that I do. So I've got three key Malkin's moments for you. The first, of course, the Atlanta Braves. No one else I could talk about. The Atlanta Braves winning their first World Series title in 26 years since 1995. The Braves, by the way, had come into this World Series making the postseason 16 straight times without winning a World Series, which at the time was the longest current streak in Major League Baseball. To reach 16 consecutive postseasons and not win a World Series was the longest streak, and they have finally snapped that. And the interesting thing is, they were the first team in MLB history to reach the World Series despite not boasting a winning record until August 6th. This was a team in July that was 5 games below 500. And yet, despite that, they won 36 of their last 55 games, and they went on this incredible streak, finished in the top with the best record in the NL East, and they won the World Series. And a big reason why leads into my second Malkin's moment, Jorge Soler, who won the World Series MVP. He became the second Cuban-born player to win the World Series MVP. The Braves slugger had 3 home runs, 6 hits, or not 6 hits, 6 RBIs rather. He batted .300. He had a .391 on base percentage. He had an .800 slug percentage. And all 3 of his home runs were go-ahead runs. He's just the 6th player in MLB history to hit 3 go-ahead home runs in the World Series, which is impressive given the fact that, again, this was a midseason acquisition from the Kansas City Royals. He was batting sub .200 with the Kansas City Royals all year, makes the change over to the Braves, bats over .260, totally alters the narrative around him. And more importantly, there's only one other guy. Gene Tenachi is the only other guy to hit more go-ahead home runs in the World Series. He did it in 1972 with the Oakland A's. So Jorge Soler was a huge addition for this Braves team. They wouldn't have won the World Series. They might have not even reached the World Series if they didn't have his contributions. He was fantastic. So major shout out to him. What a sensational postseason and second half of the year for him. He's a free agent this year. The market is going to be wide open for him. So big shout out to him and the Atlanta Braves. And finally, Chris Paul moves into third for the NBA's all-time career assists list. Last night, he had 18 assists in the 12-point win, 112 to 100 against the New Orleans Pelicans last night. He now has 10,346 career assists. He just passed Steve Nash and Mark Jackson for sole possession of third place. Now he's only trailing Jason Kidd, who's got 12,901. Not sure if he can catch him. And John Stockton with 15,806 assists. Again, not sure if he can catch those two guys. But just a tremendous accomplishment for a guy who's been in the league now for so long, 36 years old. And it's only fitting that he would achieve this milestone against the very team that drafted him. Now, granted, the city of New Orleans, when they drafted Chris Paul at the time in 2006, they were called the New Orleans Hornets at the time, or rather in 2005, not 2006, 2005. They were the New Orleans Hornets at the time. Obviously, now they are the New Orleans Pelicans. But again, earlier this year, he became the first player in NBA history with 20,000 points and 10,000 assists. So he's just been a model of consistency. He's continuing to play at a high level. The Phoenix Suns are still looking good. And right now, he's been averaging for his career 9.4 assists, which is per game, which is 4th all-time behind Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, and Magic Johnson. So what a phenomenal career for Chris Paul. He's still continuing to climb that ladder when it comes to the assists. Has always been one of the best floor generals and facilitators in the game of basketball. Major shout out to him. Ending a couple minutes early today, but thank you so much for joining me again. Morning Joe every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe with Jonah Malkin. Follow me on Twitter at morning_Joe underscore or at Jonah Malkin, JMalk97 on Instagram, and Jonah Malkin on Twitter. Thank you so much. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.